everyone, welcome back to my channel. Let's go ahead and get into this sunset tutorial. The first shade I'm going to be going into is going to be Mustard from the LIMECRIME Venus 2 palette. I'm going to go ahead and apply this color into my crease, but blowing it outwards. And I'll be using the Morphe M513 brush. I do start off with minimal product when beginning, but then going ahead and depositing more just to get more vibrancy from the color. Doing this will help blending be much easier versus going in with too much product and trying to diffuse edges. Once I feel I have the desired shape and color that I'd like, I'm going to go ahead and take Jam from the same palette with the same brush, the Morphe M513. This brush is newer to me, so the shape of it is a little bit more closed off versus the other one is very opened already. I'm going to go ahead and take this shade right into the crease. Try not to go too far where I applied yellow because I still want that shade to peek through. This look is going to be more of a sunset inspired look, so I definitely want that yellow to be showing. So I'm using that same technique here, going in with minimal color, then just going ahead and packing on more. As you can see, I'm going from pretty much outer corner to inner corner with this shade and just diffusing it out. I noticed here that I did lose some of that yellow, so I went back in to deposit some more. For the lid shade, I'm going to be going in with Bossy and Maneater from the Huda Beauty Textured Shadows palette and a flat brush. Just really packing on that color to intensify the lid. Once I got the desired shade, I went ahead with a crease brush and diffused the edges. You will lose some of that color, so just go ahead and take your brush and go ahead and pack some more on there. I did wish I used a base underneath because it would have helped the color stick a little bit better, but I did not, so here I am packing and packing over and over again. I did lose some of that orange while buffing out the edges to the other shade, so I'm just going to go ahead and take some more Jam and my M513 brush to apply some more of that orange shade in the middle. Here I'm tightlining my lash line with Black Truffle from the Huda Beauty Textured Shadows palette, and the brush that I'm using is going to be the Morphe M432, just taking some of that shadow and going along the lash line with it, just so that my false lashes can blend in a lot better. So I am going to be doing a wing, and for liner I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper. Wings can be very difficult, but try not to overthink it. When I do a wing, I like to go ahead and do the outer part first and then start filling it in like so. And it's totally okay if you don't get it, very sharp or it's crooked. You can always go in with some concealer afterwards and reshape it to your liking. Now that I finished my eye makeup, I want to go in with a eye serum. This is going to be the Lancome Eye Illuminator Youth Activating Concentrate. And I'm just going to take some of that underneath my eyes and pat that through. And this is going to help my eyes look younger, more awake, and give more radiance. For the foundation, I'm going to be taking my Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus in shade 53, mixing that with my Naked Skin One and Done Hybrid Complexion Perfector, just about a drop of that, and then also mixing it with my Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops in Moonlight just to give my skin some more radiance. The Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Foundation is very matte, and I have noticed since it's been a little bit colder outside, my skin has been a little dry. So mixing these two into my foundation is helping with more of a radiant glow to my skin. For concealer, I'm going to be taking my Tarte Shape Tape in light medium honey. Gonna go ahead and apply this first to the center of my face, forehead, nose, cupid's bow, and chin, and blend that out with my damp beauty blender. Once I blend out those areas, I'm gonna go ahead and apply it underneath my eyes and buff that out again with my beauty blender. And doing so, this is gonna help bring brightness to the center of my face, helping these areas pop a little bit more, but also giving more coverage to the areas I needed. So I'm going to be going back into my Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops in Moonlight, putting some on the back of my hand and picking it up with my beauty blender and applying it to the highest points of my face, which are going to be cheekbones, above the brow, bridge of the nose, cupid's bow, and chin to attract light. Once you're done with this step, go ahead and set your liquids with a loose powder, especially underneath the eyes. To line my waterline, I'm going to be taking the NARS Kohl Liner. This liner is great if you find your eyeliner doesn't last you very long throughout the day because your eyes get watery. This one lasts me all throughout the day, but I do like to set it with a black eyeshadow to ensure that it will stay. And that's what I'm doing right here. And then also rubbing it along the lash line because I'm getting ready to smoke out the lower lash. Okay, so taking my flat brush and back in with the shades Bossy and Maneater, I'm going to go ahead and start applying that underneath my lower lash line along the black shadow. Basically, we're going to be using the same shades we used on the lid, but in reverse. So going in with the last color that we used first. Now taking my M513 brush and some more of Jam, which is that orange shade, and buffing that onto the lash line as well. To do so, I'm just taking my brush and going from the outer corner to the inner corner, back and forth over and over again, and this is going to help diffuse out the color. Okay, and the last shade will be the mustard yellow color, and same process, back and forth, and just diffusing out the edges. Okay, so I'm going to be going in with my foundation powder, which is going to be the Makeup Forever Pro Finish foundation powder, and taking my Morphe M439 brush and just pressing in the foundation powder, not only to set my makeup but to give me more coverage. But I am not going too heavy on the areas where I use that liquid highlighter. For bronzer, I'm going to be using my favorite, the Too Faced Dark Chocolate Soleil. And for brush, I'll be taking the Morphe M405, taking this on the usual areas, along the cheeks, forehead, a little bit on the nose, chin, to really warm up my complexion. For highlighter, I'll be taking the BECCA Champagne Pop, and then my Morphe M510 brush, and taking that on pretty much the same areas that I applied that liquid highlighter. I did contour off camera, and now I'm going to be going into blush. I'll be using the BECCA Mineral Blush in Songbird, smiling so I can see the apples of my cheeks and applying it and then bringing it back into that contour. For my inner corner highlight, I'll be taking the Glitter Injections Natural Beauty glitter, pressed glitter, and with the edge of my brush, just picking up the product and patting it right in the inner tear duct. These are pressed glitter, so no adhesive is necessary. Now for mascara, I'll be using the Benefit Roller Lash, applying to both the top and the bottom. And after that, I'm going to go ahead and pop on some false lashes, and I'll be using the VEGASNAY EYELURE Grand Glamour. So now that all this hard work is done, I want to make sure my makeup stays in place, so I'll be using my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I went ahead and did my hair off camera, and now I'm going in with my lipstick. I usually like to put on my lipstick right before I'm about to leave wherever I'm going. And the one I'm using here is going to be the Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in Lolita 2 from Kat Von D. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, let's inspire each other. Please stay tuned.
Sopes de bar clásicos, carnitas, mushrooms con rojo, picadillo y calabacitas. Taco bar. Crispy taco, cheese enchilada en a crispy taco, two cheese enchilada chile relleno. Your choice of a beef or chicken tamale, or the Camacho's Cantina Combo, one of everything.